Hey, budgeting friends, cannot wait to get this budget done and off of my plate. I am doing this pretty late. It's already the 8th. It is what it is. At least it's getting done. Everything's just a little bit off this month as I'm doing things a little bit differently, and my photography business is starting back up. So I'm getting like hella shadows though, and I don't normally get hella shadows. Okay. Anyways, so it is what it is. We'll catch up, and we'll actually go through and do the first weekly check-in together, and all of that. Honestly, to be completely transparent, there was just something off last month. As you've seen last month, went too far back. No, I didn't. We were pretty over budget, almost $250. And also in January, we were $400 over. So really over budget here. We went completely over budget in groceries, and way over budget in eating out. I think the combination of those 2 months and the fact that February is a short month, I didn't plan greatly. I should do better, and I will do better from here on out. But I just didn't plan well, and bills came up again quicker than they normally would, of course, because February is only 28 days. And it left us in a pretty bad space, where we were supplementing with a lot of savings, though I have gotten it together, at this point. Yeah, it just caught me really off guard. We haven't been at a point in our lives where like our bank account has been so low, and I'm like, whoa, spending absolute halt, and we have a huge bill coming in. That's another thing that I'm still getting used to also. Our car insurance used to come out at the end of the month. It is now coming out at the beginning of the month. So honestly, I might need to stop and do a paycheck to paycheck budget again for a minute, because our bills had not changed at all in several months, like a year. I was just very comfortable, and I think that might be where things are getting a little jostled right now, since it is a pretty large bill of $250. Yeah, I think that might be something that, if this month continues to go that way, I will probably look into that. So like I said, it is what it is. We're going to keep on moving along, and we're just going to keep on chugging along. And this month, ooh, I'm really bad with that line right there, huh? And really pay attention to that. So, all right. Things should be a little bit better though this month as well. A little bit better and a little bit worse. Like I mentioned last month, my husband's check is going to be changing. Actually, I hope it's going to be changing even more. A lot about taxes, but hopefully my income goes up by a little bit, though we are saving, and that's the other thing. We are saving like crazy right now for a trip to Chicago over spring break. We sporadically decided we wanted to take the boys somewhere over spring break, and decided we were going to go to Chicago for like 2 whole days. It's technically 4 days, but like, you know, you don't get in and you leave type thing. So 2 full days, 2 half days, whatever, full 4 days, I guess, if you want to call it that. So every extra penny that I am trying to pull in right now is going towards that. Again, that might not be something that, you know, others on a budget might recommend. But as I've mentioned before, we have a son that is, a sophomore this year, and unfortunately we just have not been able to take him on as many trips as we would have liked to take him in the past. We've always just hunkered down and worked, and they've had baseball, and we just never have taken the time. And so we kind of are at a place in our lives that we are just saying yes and making it happen. If we take a little bit of a hit because of it, we're at a mindset that we're going to. There is going to be plenty of time once he goes off to school to save money and, you know, kind of, I don't know. It's a mindset, and if that's not what you agree with, that's fine. It's no big deal. That's the way that we're going to run things, and I don't want to have any regret, pretty much, it's pretty much, because we already are regretting that we didn't go on more family vacations instead of saying no because we can't afford it, or don't have the time, or didn't take the time off of work. We are no longer doing that. So I am working hard. Mainly I'm door dashing. Pretty much 3 to 4 times a week. And all of that money is going towards that. Now, once that's done and we've got that time, I might, through the month of April, when things like when my photography isn't so crazy, it's just, you know, just pumping up for the summer, I might still do that and put that extra money towards this. So all right, so we're taking gas back up to 300 as practices and everything have started coming back. Honestly, I'm seeing gas slowly creep back up. It's at 350 around my area. Yeah, I think that budget just needs to go up. We were at 301 last month, and I see us being right about there this month again. Household is 100. Sinking funds is always 300. Spending is 200. Unbudgeted is 0. So we're keeping eating out at 200. Also, and I know that we blew our grocery budget last month, but I have sat down, reevaluated that, and actually I can show you guys kind of what I've been working on. So this is kind of what I've been working on. I am going to be making, especially in the next couple of months with my son's baseball schedules going crazy, I kind of put all of the meals that we kind of eat over here. I have made 1 month of meals. I'm going to make another one. I don't know where because I didn't leave space, but I'll figure it out. And then went through each one of these meals and wrote down everything that we need for those meals. I then input that into Walmart.com. I actually did it through Kroger, and I thought that Kroger was cheaper, and honestly, Kroger, at least this week, was not cheaper. Anyway, saved that in Walmart.com, and then I'm going to make another one, and with the other meals that we didn't use, and I'm just going to rotate between these two calendars every single month, and that way I know that these meals for this month are under our budget, and I'm making it that these meals go up to about $225, $230. That way we can have a good $50 to $70 chunk for everything else, like breakfast and milk and random things that we do need. So that is what I'm kind of working on to make sure that we are fitting in our budget and not going over our budget like we did last month. So I told you guys I was working on that, and I wasn't lying, because that upset me so much last month that I went that far over. I still haven't dove into exactly what made it go over. I was mentioning last month that I believe it was the protein powder that had a big factor in it. Like I said, I still have not went through and made sure. So, all right, all of our variable expenses will come up to be $1,400. Yep, which is about right because I upped gas by 50. Let's see here. $14. All right, so fixed expenses, our Acadia, which is our car, is $400. So this is a Chase credit card, which I don't talk about much of our credit card debt here. Honestly, we just don't. This is the only card that we do have, and it's pretty low. It's under $1,000. And so if there's one place, and we've been paying it down for quite some time, honestly, I'm still going to try and put 100. If the budget gets too tight, we might go down to 50. I think the minimum payment is like 25, so I'm paying way over the minimum payment. So I'm not worried about that. So we might go down, but we'll see. All right, car insurance, $250. Consumers, our consumers, I know that everybody's going absolutely nuts over heat and our consumers is heat and electricity. Ours went down to $255 from $285 last month. So hey, $30 is $30. One thing, Culligan, is we are looking into, they did raise their prices. This used to be $30. We did add an extra water. We go through about 5-gallon waters a month. And they have risen their prices a good $1.50, I believe, per one, which isn't a ton, but when you're budgeted, it is kind of a ton. So $15 is $15, and I need to figure that out. And if we can go there and fill them ourselves, and I believe it's cheaper. So I think we might be going to that. My husband decided. We can't get rid of it though. We need that water. 128 96. I'm just going off of what last month's bill was. That does need to be looked into though. Our mortgage is $780. Ooh, which reminds me, I need to pay the escrow. I will do that. Planet Fitness is, oh, I just did that wrong. I think Planet Fitness was actually $39. I need to check into that. I swear it might have been my 1-year renewal. Yeah, I need to look into that. Netflix, both me and my son are using that account though. So we're getting our fair share out of that. My son is going probably 3 to 4 times a week, and I'm going at least 5. So, and some days I go twice in a day because I take him. So Sprint is 180, and the water bill is 50. So I don't see too much of a change with this month. But let's see, 400 plus 100 plus 250 plus 255 plus 45 plus 128.96, 780, 39, 15.99, 80 plus 50, 22.43. Yep. 22.43.95. Now I did up my income to 500, just because I do have shoots this month. So I should be able to contribute at least that. 37.90 minus 14 minus 22.43.95. We have 146.05 in overage. So we're not over budget as of right now. as of right this second. And we'll see how that all comes. Yeah, so some things that happened that why things happened. Dropbox, I have no idea what happened, but Dropbox randomly charged my account $200 on an account that I don't even use. So I did finally just get that back today. You know, I don't know what happened there. And then we had subscribe and save. I have some things on Amazon that are subscribe and save, and I actually returned a lot of those because we didn't need them. So yeah, some things were coming out, but also our bank account got hacked. So Walmart.com, people were charging stuff on Walmart.com through my husband's card, which is crazy weird because my husband's card's never been used on Walmart.com before. It's always mine. So yeah, that was definitely different. But that was why we were kind of going through it with our bank account. So, you know, I don't really know. All right, so we're gonna do eat out, and which we've already ate out, which I hate doing. We ate out on the 1st of the month, and I'm like, why did we do that? But I am just gonna, that's okay. It's out of our systems already. $20, which is gas. I don't know why I did that. That's silly of me. Oh, no, that was last month. Actually, so is that Amazon. Technically, so is that Speedy Q. Did I put that Speedy Q in last month? Nope, so it is gonna have to go over here. Okay, that's fine. At Gordon Food, though, we didn't do already. Okay. Ooh. All right, so there's the Planet Fitness. Okay, and then on 1, 2, we did groceries for $45, $24. And I actually am going to split that up into household because a good chunk of it was the dog food. Good chunk of that. All right, and then, so there's that one and there's that one. All right, so, and then Amazon. $34.50. There's all of those, and that's going to be replaced. Yep, there's the reversal. And that, and the reversal of that. Right, and then we go all the way up here to 1.7. We didn't have any charges except for sweet, which is gas of 28. And then there was the reversal of that. I don't see the reversal of that one yet, but I will check on that. All right. That should be it. Those are all of our charges for the first week. And that's why I said we'll just get the first week done. I wonder, what is the calendar actually? Oh, the first week really should be only the 1 through the 5th. So we're actually going to go 1 through 5 here, and then 6 through the 12th, and 13th through the 19th, 20th through the 26th, and then 27 through the 31st. Okay. Yeah. There's that. All right, eat out. What is it? Eat out. Gas. Groceries. Oops. Don't know how to spell. Groceries. House. hold spending. $100, $300, $300, $100, $200. All right. And eating out, all we did was I put that was supposed to be spending, not speed. I'm like, what did I do? 2? Okay. Let's go. So we only go to here. 75.21, 200 minus 75, 24.79, and then 1 in gas. We just had 20, so 280. Groceries, 300 minus 45.24. Oh, whoops. Whoa. We spent 45.24. We have 254.76. And then we didn't do anything there, so we have $100 still there. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it out of groceries. If I need a little bit more, well, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. Okay, spending was $10.58. I thought about it. I was gonna go back in and try and take it out, but it's not that serious. As long as it's in the budget somewhere. All right, so there's our week 1 of March. We're not quite into week 2. We're only 3 days into week 2. So once that happens, we will do that weekly. So I will definitely be doing our weekly check-ins every single week. You can bet your bottom dollar on that because I do not want last month to happen. We cannot let last month happen. We don't need to dip into savings anymore. Ooh, excuse me. We do not need to dip into savings no more. We do not need to do any of that. And then, like I mentioned, we have a trip at the end of the month. But I have budgeted all of that out also. And we will have a set amount of money that we can spend, and that is it. At that point, then I have several things to do in Chicago that are free, and that is it. So that's just how we're going to work that. So I have budgeted plenty enough money to make sure that, you know, nothing like we're stranded or anything down there. But I've budgeted plenty enough money, and I'm hoping not to even hit that. So there's the March budget. Let me know how your March budget's going. Let me know if it's been a little bit of a struggle like it has been over here, or if you guys are just starting to get the hang of it for ones of you that had started in January, and it feels like it's just getting like you're starting to get the hang of it. So by March, that 3rd month is where I started. When I first started budgeting, it's where I started feeling like I was getting a hang of this. So talk to you guys soon, and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Bye.